Hey, how you doing? What's up, listeners? I'm your host, Darren Green, and this is another episode of the Darren Green Show. Actually, no, it's not. This is not an episode of the Darren Green Show. This is me because I was off early at my job, and I just wanted to talk about, talk some hot topics, get into what's going on in celebrity gossip right now, as of right now, because some of the topics that I'm going to be talking about today aren't really going to resonate or be relevant by the time I do like episode what was going to be 158 at this point. So I'm gonna have it today. I'm going to talk about it today, and then you guys can go ahead and leave a comment if you can. I love interacting with you guys. If you miss the live stream, which a lot of y'all tend to do, because I know y'all listeners, y'all love watching later on in the damn day. Uh, please hit the comments in the replay. Okay. Um, please hit that subscribe button if you can. If you like what you hear, if you like the topics I'm talking about, hit that subscribe button so we can elevate on here, and please give leave a comment on like. Now, I wanted to get into some things today, child, because I don't know, there was some topics that was resonating with my spirit. Okay. Now I wanted to first talk about the Super Bowl halftime performance, because that was definitely a real big topic this yesterday. Actually, I was with my family and we were trying to find all types of ways to watch the Super Bowl, right? Because everything, we're in this world of streaming now, so ain't nobody look, don't nobody need no cable no more, child. But no, we made it work. We made it work, and we was able to watch the halftime show, which I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I put a poll up, talking about it, like saying if see what the subscribers if they were interested in this story. But I don't know. I mean, a lot of y'all said yeah, but like y'all liked it or y'all thought it was a little whatever. But I don't know. I don't know. I feel like was missing something. You get what I'm saying? And maybe it's just me thinking, because there was a lot of speculation that, well, before the show, there was a lot of speculation that Tupac was going to appear as a hologram. You know how they try to look, they love doing that for these artists that done died and stuff like that, coming back as hologram. And I actually thought that was going to happen towards the end, because they had Tupac's verse, like, I guess, his verse on at one point, but they didn't, it was Dr. Dre doing the verse or whatever. Um, which is okay, cool. Like, I liked how it was like some type of a like some kind of train or something like that, and each train had different artists on it, which was cool. I mean, I thought it was definitely a good look. Um, everyone just had one song and that was it. Like, I'm like, okay, everybody got their one little song. With Mary J. Blige had two songs. Let's see more Mary, because I like that part of the show. Now, that part of the show when Mary got on and did her little aunt dance, I call her the little aunt dance. She be doing her little two piece. Okay, you see her when she was doing that. Okay, I was like, yeah, this is it. This is it. This is what we get into. But I don't know. I mean, I just felt like everybody's set was a little bit too fast. Like, I'm like, could we get a couple songs or something? Could this be like a concert? Like, this didn't even feel like, you know, a whole thing. Like, I don't even know how long it was. Usually like a Super Bowl halftime show is like, what, 13 minutes? It didn't feel like that. Like, it felt really quick. And I was watching it with my family. My dad was there. Big, my parents are big hip hop fans. My mom liked it. My dad didn't. Like, he felt like it was a little dry. He felt like it just did not give what it was supposed to have gave. And you know I mean, I'm kind of with that narrative too. I mean, it's not too much you can do with rap songs. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that to say that it should have been a pop star there or something like that. Because it could have the job definitely could have been done with rappers. I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know. Like, maybe it's just not my time. You get what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people back in that time was getting into this gig, or people that was like a real big fan of like 90s and early 2000s raps, and hip hop, with Mary J. Blige doing a lot of, Mary, and my mom had to check me too, because I was like, Mary J. Blige, she R&B, but no, she hip hop too, you know. And a lot of people missed that, and it was very reminiscent. But others was just like, "Child, what is this?" I mean, okay. I mean, if you like it, I love it. I mean, I don't know, child. Tell me what y'all think. Interact with this in the comments. Did y'all like the Super Bowl halftime show? Did it need a little bit more substance? I mean, tell me what y'all think in the comments. Now, something else that I wanted to talk about was Kanye West, child. Kanye West was at that damn event, because there was a lot of good moments there. Like, there was a lot of celebrities on there. I seen Beyonce, didn't call Beyonce out there. that Kanye West was sitting next to Antonio Brown and had, I think, North and I believe his other child. I'm not sure, because I don't be keeping up with children. I think her name is Chicago or something like that. I don't check me in the comments. But they look like they was not trying to be there. It's like when it's your Father's Day, you don't want to go with your dad that day. It's child. She was sitting there very much like, I want to be on TikTok right now with Mom. I was like, what is going on now? The LA team, which I'm only here for the pop culture moment, so don't expect me to talk about stats and stuff like that. But LA won, or what's his name? Odell Beckham, child. He got a little injured, child. Let's see what's going on. But it was weird though, because Drake, I guess I don't know if he was like congratulating the whole team or something about this post that he made. He's seen him out because he had to go to the hospital or whatever. But like he made this little poem. Like I'm like, Drake, how you doing? Like, if you know what I mean. Like I was like, what is this? Like, he was. Look, they're really good friends, and I'm not insinuating nothing, but how you doing? Anyway, there's a lot that was going on that day. Another thing that I wanted to talk about, child, that a lot of people, this kind of fell under the radar, far as people talking about it, was this Russian skate. She's a skater, like I think she ice skates. Who was completely cleared to compete in the Beijing Olympics despite her positive doping test. Okay. Now, I didn't see a lot of people talk about this. A lot of the blogs talking about it because it's the news or whatever, but let's get into it. So, yeah, that happened. A 15-year-old tested positive for a banned performance enhancing substance. Okay. They said it's called a tremulous. I don't know how to pronounce that, child, but it does something with the blood flow. Okay. Now she was suspended, but it got appealed, and the Court of Attrition for Sport actually sided with the Olympic skater. Yeah, this was pretty crazy, right? So she gets off scot-free, and as you know, Miss Sha'Carri Richardson didn't get that same fate. We know, like, I think it was like a year ago, maybe, earlier last year, she was, suspended. She wasn't able to perform, to run, because they found a little weed in her system. Now, Sha'Carri Richardson did respond and was like, it's all about the skin. And by the way, THC definitely is not a performance enhancer, which it's not, honey. If anything, should have made you go slower. But this is what one of the representatives have to say about the whole situation. I'm gonna play it.
For sport, actually, the ad hoc division of the court has issued its decision in the procedures relating to the figure skater Kamila Valieva. The CAS panel in charge of this matter has decided to let Ms. Valieva continue her participation in the Olympic Winter Games Beijing 2022.
The Court of Arbitration for Sport has done something I thought I would never see. It is allowing an athlete who has a positive doping test within the last 2 months to compete in the Olympic Games and to very likely win one of the most prestigious Olympic gold medals there is, the gold medal in women's figure skating. We're talking, of course, about 15-year-old Russian Kamila Valieva. And the fact that CAS today said that it was okay for her to continue competing in these Olympic Games. Obviously, there's a lot to pick apart here. In the next few hours and days, we will know more. But what a devastating...
The Court of Arbitration for Sport.
Yeah, okay, that's it.
Actually,
so basically, this was definitely about race, child. I don't care how you dice it, how you slice it.
The Court of Arbitration.
Let's be very clear. Because not only was this a drug, right? But this was an enhancer. So that means that it was going to enhance her performance. Okay, that's almost, I'm not saying that's like steroids or anything like that, but the way that they're describing this is that this is something that will help her win the game or whatever, something, because she's a figure skater. So it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna help her performance. And they said something about the blood and oxygen and all that bull. I don't know about the whole technicalities of the shit, but it's supposed to help her win. Okay. Now, Sha'Carri Richardson is different because, okay, yeah, she was smoking some reefer, but that shit make you slow down. Okay. You ain't running with them weed lungs. So I guess to my point, I mean, it's just, it's blatant racism, like that they suspended this woman, but they didn't do the same thing for her. And that's why I feel like, and let me I don't always want to blame the country, right? I don't always want to go and blame America for, the situation, but like that was a good time to sit there and kind of defend your athletes. At the end of the day, I felt like they didn't do a good job defending any of their athletes, okay? Especially the one that was swimming and couldn't wear the cap, like the specialized cap, because they thought it was gonna help her swim or some shit like that. I forgot her name, but they didn't help. They did nothing. They said nothing, and she had to do what she had to do. Sha'Carri Richardson, she wasn't able to run. Like, y'all are not speaking up for y'all own athletes. These are y'all athletes. So it's clear as day. Like, I mean, I don't blame her. Like, despite my differences with the Sha'Carri Richardson, she has a point. This has to do with race, and this has to stop. Because it was disgusting to watch that. Like, I was, oh my God. I mean, I don't know,
The
child.
Court
Tell
of
me what y'all think
Arbitration
in the
for
comments now.
Sport.
Not they trying to put my volume up now, child. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. Interact with this for more. Yeah, it's weird. Really, really weird. One positive note, I want to get into some things. Whoopi Goldberg came back to the View. As y'all know, Whoopi Goldberg was suspended for about 2 weeks, which it didn't really feel like 2 weeks. Because I felt like she got suspended last week, but now she's back. She's back, I don't know. I'm just glad she's back because I can watch the View more, because I have not been watching the View. But this is what she had to say. I'm gonna play the clip. Hold on, let me get the thing up while I play it. And but that's what she had to say.
And yes, I am back.
And we missed you.
And I missed you all too. I got to tell you,
missed you
there's
too, Whoopi.
something kind of marvelous about being on a show like this, because we are The View, and this is what we do. And sometimes we don't do it as elegantly as we could. Sometimes, well, yeah, but it's 5 minutes to get in important information about topics.
Yeah.
And that's what we try to do every day. And I want to thank everybody who reached out while I was away. And I'm telling you, people reached out from places that made me go, wait, what? Really?
Yeah.
Okay. And it was amazing. And I listened to everything everybody had to say, and I was very grateful. And I hope it keeps all the
Period.
important conversations happening, because we're going to keep having tough conversations.
Yeah.
And in part because this
Period.
is what we've been hired to do. And it's not always pretty, as I said, and it's not always as other people would like to hear. But it is an honor to sit at this table and be able to have these conversations, because they're important. They're important to us as a nation, and to us more so as a human entity. So,
Okay.
Happy Valentine's Day, y'all.
Well, I'm glad that she's back. She didn't address the, I guess, ABC, which makes sense. She wouldn't address it because, that is kind of a touchy subject right now. We don't know what's going on behind closed doors. They did say Whoopi was, threatening to quit. So that's probably why she came back as quick as she did, because it didn't feel like 2 weeks. I felt like didn't she get fired last week? Not fired, but like, did she get suspended? I felt like she got suspended last week. I don't know. It didn't feel like 2 weeks. But nevertheless, I am glad that she, what, it was 2 weeks. It was 2 weeks. I got child. I'm mixing up my days in February, child. I'm thinking it's still the second week. But anyway, I'm happy to see her come back. I mean, it made no sense to me that they did suspend her in the first place. Like, okay, fine. If you felt like what she said was anti-Semitic, she's not anti-Semitic. She made a mistake. She apologized. She addressed it so many times. She didn't double back at all. Despite what y'all think about that Stephen Colbert interview, she didn't double back. She said she understood the error in her ways. But whatever, it's water under the bridge. Apparently, she doesn't seem like she has any bad blood, but we don't know. We don't know what's going on. And I will definitely keep you updated on it, because this is my favorite show. I can watch it again. I can watch it. I can safely watch The View because I definitely boycotted the hell out this damn show. I am not gonna lie to you. I was not watching that shit till Whoopi came back. Okay, but yeah, that's what happened with that. But another thing that I wanted to talk about. Oh my God, Nicki Minaj! Shout out to Nicki Minaj and the baby. Why am I getting not the baby child? Don't ever shout out the baby. We're gonna get into him later. But Lil Baby. Okay, do we have a problem? Goes number 2 on the Hot 100 charts. Okay, the Hot one, yeah, Billboard Hot 100. That damn, we don't talk about Bruno. I mean, I wanted her to get the number 1. Like, I'm like, first of all, is people really streaming that damn Disney song? No, yeah, they probably are. But nevertheless, I'm happy to see Nicki back. You know, top 5. You get what I'm saying? And she's not even 5. Okay, she's number 2. Hopefully Bussin' will get to that point as well. Because I felt like Bussin', but you know, me personally, I like Bussin' a little bit better. Because it just kind of reminded me of Fifi. You know, there's other creators or other commentators that feel like Bussin' wasn't all that, but it definitely gave what it needed to give. Do We Have a Problem was good too. It was definitely good for a moment. I've seen a lot of people on TikTok using the sound. A lot of people were playing. I heard on the radio, like, oh my goodness, I have not heard Nicki on the radio unless they playing Moment for Life or some of the shit back in the day, you know, one time for the one time. Because Philly radio is relatively nicer towards Nicki, and I'm in Trenton, so that's all I hear is Philly radio. But actually, when I was up in Jersey City because I had to take my graduation pictures, I was happy about that. I was here. I was like, okay, yeah, oh, all right, they playing Nicki. They spinning Nicki's music again. That's good. So I'm not surprised that it went number 2. Hopefully, Bussin', you know, impacts the charts as well. Let's hope that gets like a number 1. But I don't know. We don't talk about Bruno, child. They stream them Disney fans, child. Them fanatics over there streaming the hell out of we don't talk about Bruno. But anyway, I'm happy about it. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. Did y'all feel like this is definitely deserved? Are y'all ready for NM5? I kind of don't know though. Cause this is the second song, and just to you know, for disclaimer, this is the second song that, you know, Bussin' that Lil Baby was on. I'm just hoping they don't do a joint album because I'm not trying to share no album with no Lil Baby fans. Like, you know, like I don't. Well, they already not really Lil Baby fans just paying this anyway because, you know, it has to do with Nicki. But I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. I hope it's her own album, to be honest. But whatever she's gonna give us, I'm a eat it. I'm gonna eat it up anyway, y'all, because I need some more Nicki content. Anyway, I want to move on. I want to talk about Wendy because she recently has given the Shade Room like exclusive pictures or whatever. She seems to be doing well in these pictures, as you can see. Seems she's, you know, doing a little better. They said during her hiatus, Wendy has employed a health professionals to help reach optimum health during her treatment of her Graves' disease and thyroids. You know, it's, she, it seems like she's herself. Because, you know, after the reports, they reported a couple last week actually that she actually might be leaving the show for good, and that Sherry Shepherd is supposed to be taking her spot. But she looks pretty healthy here. You know, you can't really tell just by a couple pictures or whatever, but she seems to be doing well and happy and with her family, they said. But she has been a trending topic, but she's all smiles, and I love to see that, and I hope to see her come back. Like, I want, if she can't come back for good, like, at least just let her bow out the last season. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not sure if I'm ready for Sherry Show. I'm not sure if I'm ready for any new hosts. First of all, like, I have not been watching that show. I mean, last week they had Remy and Joe, Fat Joe. I'm like, okay, anyway, next. Because they're not giving no hot topics. Like, it's been a minute since I got some good hot topics. Like, I had to go on YouTube. Like, I had to go in these little other commentators, my what you call them? I wouldn't say my colleagues. I don't know none of these people. But you know, I miss just, you know, waking up at 10 a.m. or whatever, going and watching the Wendy Williams show. I don't know. But anyway, she is beefing with Wells Fargo right now. Let's get into the tea. Well, as you guys know, Wells Fargo has froze her accounts. She's not able to get money out. And apparently she needed, like, I want to say 17,000. That's what they said. She needed it for bills, but she's not able to take the money out. And the bank thinks that she's not well because they feel like, they still feel like she's like has dementia or anything or something like that. So she's unable to manage her money, and she has like millions of dollars in the bank right now that she cannot use. But according to a report by Complex, Wendy has now filed a restraining order against this bank. Now, I don't know what it's going to do. I don't know how that's going to work, but according to reports, Wendy is asking the court to reopen any frozen accounts or assets and grant access to any of all of her accompanying statements. Now, if she can recall, if you guys recall, Wells Fargo locked Wendy Williams' account in an attempt to keep her safe. Those accounts are holding of millions of dollars, like I said before. But it's just she's trying to go to court with them. Like it is. I don't know how I don't know how she can sue a damn bank. But she has filed a restraining. But I don't know what restraining. I mean, like, what does that mean? I thought that means like I can't be in a diameter of you. Like we can't be in the same. Like I don't know. Maybe for the law people that understand law, like let me know what that means. I mean, if she pressing charges, yeah, that makes sense. But if filing a restraining order, maybe it has two multiple meanings. But she is definitely beefing with Wells Fargo. And let me tell you something. I think what's going on, and this is just what I think. This isn't what is set in stone. I think Wells Fargo is definitely looking into the news that's going on with Wendy, and especially the news is saying that she has dementia. Because who else? I mean, you can't. I mean, we made the story, or like we ran the story that she allegedly could have had dementia, but that doesn't mean that she has it. You get what I'm saying? It's not confirmed. For all we know, it's just the Graves disease that she's going through. So for Wells Fargo to assume that, okay, she got dementia, we got to freeze her account because she can't be trusted with her own money and this, that, and the third, then no, you can't jump the gun like that. And I think Wells Fargo it would be wrong in that sense. I don't know about the rules with Wells Fargo, but I do know that if it ain't confirmed, they have no right to freeze her account just because they think that she has dementia. That is not confirmed. That is not confirmed news. It's not what is true. As far as we know. So I think that's really messed up what they're doing, and she needs to pay her bills. Like, y'all want her to get kicked out? Like, it's making me look at banks is weird anyway. I mean, I use banks. I ain't gonna be them people that put their money in their mattress because I like my money in the bank. But these banks are freaking unfreaking ruly. I just dealing with my own damn bank. I'm over here in another state and they thinking I'm freaking identity. Someone's trying to steal my identity or some shit. No, I'm in the vacation. Like, oh my God, I gotta call them all the time. When I go to a new state, I'm like, this is crazy. And I got investors. I don't know if y'all know about that bank. It's a little on the not that known. Not like a Wells Fargo. But I heard people had problems with Wells Fargo. Like people wasn't accessing their money. Like my dad got Wells Fargo. They had many problems, and people always hacking into their system. Like, Wendy, when you get ahead of this, move your money and move somewhere else, child. Go to TD Bank or some shit. Like I heard TD Bank ain't that bad. But Wells Fargo, it's a done. It's a whole dub. And I used to want to go there, but now after this, I'm like, aren't you just going by with the blogs and the news and saying and running with it and saying, oh, well, she's probably not, she probably can't take child. I be goddamn. But anyway, let's move on. I wanted to talk about Meg Thee Stallion and child, where'd I go? What's her name? Normani. Because they recently went on live, right? And I want to show this because this is a TikTok video. I want to show this TikTok because a lot of people, and I love, I don't, drama has to keep on going. We have to see about things like this. I don't know. I'm gonna let y'all see for yourselves. They went on live. Normani and the Meg Thee Stallion went on live, and Doja Cat's song. I think what's that song when she was like, "Baby, I need to know." There we go. Look at me try to sing it. That song came on, and Normani and Meg Thee Stallion was. I'm gonna let y'all listen to it, y'all. Look how they sing it to it, y'all.
Oh yeah. Oh, baby, I need to know. Back up. Yeah. Whoa. Baby, I need to know.
People on social media.
Now, people on social media are saying that, it seemed like, because Megan do this a lot. Like, all right, because I can see how some people, because I read some of the people in the comments in that TikTok video saying that, well, Megan do this all the time. Like she did it with the City Girls. It was nothing. But like, I don't know. Like we recently found out that Meg Thee Stallion unfollowed Doja Cat. I think Nicki and Normani also unfollowed, or Nicki Minaj, and which Nicki doesn't have nothing to do with it. But I'm just saying, like, not saying that they in teams, but like, the team ain't follow. You know what I'm saying? Like this person unfollowed that person. Megan also unfollowed Nicki as well. So I don't know what's going on, but people are saying that the way she was mocking Doja Cat, like it seemed like it was some shit going on there. I'm not trying to I ain't trying to start nothing messy, child, but I'm just saying something ain't right with something ain't right with these rappers right now, child. Something is brewing up, and I need to know what's going on. But I don't know, child. I just wanted to share that with y'all. But tell me what y'all think of the comments. And y'all think Normani and Megan, were they innocent in their little sing along to Need to Know, or were they trying to they was really shading that girl? I mean, it's kind of weird. I don't know. I think a lot of people are saying that there's something going on with them. Like they are not getting along. Like like I said, we just found out that Meg unfollowed Doja Cat along with Nicki. Normani done unfollow Nicki. Like something might be going on with these two. Well, these four. Or maybe they're just gearing up for a whole collab or whatever, and just to spite. I don't know, child. I don't get your hopes up though. But the last topic I wanted to talk about before I get off this show and cook, because I gotta get ready to prep for the Euphoria panel discussion I'm having later today. You'll get that on Tuesday. The baby. Like the baby was that whole fight between Danny Lay's brother, what's his name, Brandon Bills or some shit like that. He's saying that he's defending himself now in a recent, like, I guess the TMZ interviewed him or whatever. Yeah. So as y'all know, the baby and Danny Lay brother Brandon Bills, they got into an altercation at the bowling alley, and we got many angles of this fight, right? Now, from my understanding, the first day when this story came out, they said they had an angle where it seemed like the baby was starting with Brandon. Now, when he was asked, when one of the TMZ people asked him, like, yo, what was going on? He said it was self-defense, and that, you gotta, you can't threaten people. And hold on, what he said? Let me get that exact quote. He said it's self-defense. You shouldn't go around threatening people. Now, I ain't gonna lie, me and my best friend was talking about it, and she did tell me, she was like, well, Brandon was definitely saying it was on site. And when you say it's on site, it's on site. My life, when you know what I'm saying, not saying his life is threatened, but like, it's like when you threaten me with something, you're gonna 1 to 2. Still, I mean, jumping, that's a little bit extreme. You get what I'm saying? And I was like, that's something that the baby don't normally do. Like, he don't allow people to, like, his people don't, he usually fight them one-on-one. So it seemed like, I don't know. It's very weird. But they said that he has faced 2 assault charges relating to this to the situation. So they're trying to, and I think the only thing that he has against them was because you had your security, which security is like they're trained for combat, and they're not, not trying to say that, they're, but I'm just saying, like, they're security. Obviously, you versus that Danny Lay's brother and the security, like, who's gonna win. So I think that part, he might, not have a case with. But as for the whole on-site thing, yeah, if you say it's on site, then it's on site. You have to be, that's the consequences when you go in line and say, when I see you, it's on site. I guess he was just expecting it to be a one-on-one, which it didn't happen that way. I don't know, child. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. Y'all on the baby side. You know how I feel about that child. I don't care nothing about no babies and that child and Danny. They all are just some fucking clout chasers. He really seemed like clout chasers too. Like, because Brandon talk about some, I wanna fight him or something like that, like some kind of fight, pay-per-view type fight shit. I'm like, now you trying to get a bag off this. Now you trying to get some clout off of this, child. Oh my goodness. Anyway, moving on. Like I said, these topics were just some quick topics that I want to talk about today. I just felt like getting on live. I was gonna go live on TikTok, but I'm like, girl, I don't feel like going live on TikTok. So I'm going live on YouTube. I'm live where I love to be. So please interact with this video if you can. Give this video a like, a subscribe, child. Give it a comment. We'll go back and forth. And until next time, I am your host, Darren Green, and this is the Darren Green Show signing out, guys. All right. Bye.